Welcome to the Forward Focused FlashCast, bite-sized episodes on becoming an effective, well-rounded leader, with quick leadership tips that you can implement right away. I'm your host, Jon Reusch, and today we're actually discussing the 3 components in goal setting that help leaders and their organizations hit their mark. Let's check this out. So I hear a lot of people talk about setting goals, right? And then you hear people say, we're going to chunk this down. We're going to make this manageable. Okay, so let's look at the 3 pieces that we need to consider when we're looking towards setting those goals. The first is the frequency. The next is your effort. And then lastly is the margin to the goal. Let's start with frequency. Think about the habits and activities that you focus on a regular basis. We have habits that we do hourly, daily, weekly, monthly. Right? Well, we can't develop a habit that is a monthly habit we want to put into place faster than at least 2 months, right? Because by definition, a habit is something that you repeat. And if it's a monthly habit, you need 2 months in a row to make that a habit a reality. So when you're thinking about frequency, I oftentimes talk with business leaders and owners who are upset or frustrated because they're not achieving the results that they'd like. Well, the reason is they haven't identified how frequently they must focus on a habit to hit the goal. We're going to come back to that in a second because it ties into the second point, effort. We all hear that practice makes perfect. That's not true. See, practice gives you progress. I'll give you an example. If my wife and I decide we want to sit down every week, so frequency of week, and we want to have a conversation around our goals, our finances, where we want to travel next year, etc. Every 3 minutes, I'm checking my phone or I'm emailing someone back and I'm saying, hold on a second, hold on. All right, now I can talk to you. The effort, it doesn't matter how frequently we meet. We could meet daily, right? That doesn't match the effort that I'm putting into it. Let me give you another example. Let's say you want to get into shape. You want to start running on your treadmill again. What I often find people doing is they run really hard 2 or 3 or even 4 days in a row, and then they open themselves up to injury, fatigue. They don't give their muscles or body time to recover. What you actually want to have is a plan that matches both frequency and effort. So I'm going to run 4 times a week, and 2 of those runs are going to be walk runs, and one of them is going to be a distance run where I run the entire time, and then the other one's going to be just a walk. See, that is going to allow you to build stamina, to build momentum so you can build upon it the next week or the next month. Your frequency may always stay the same, 4 times a week, but the effort that you're putting in is going to slowly and incrementally increase. Remember, when you think about your effort and your frequency, you want 3 things to consider around that. How much planning, preparing, and then pursuit of that new habit you want to put into place. So planning is, does my calendar support me running 4 days a week, but for 30 to 45 minutes? Preparing, did I get enough water? Do I have a banana to eat after my run so I can refuel my body? Do I have the running shoes I need? Do I even have the treadmill that supports this goal? And then lastly, pursuing. Am I telling another person in my life so they can hold me accountable? Is it on my calendar so it comes up and says in 10 minutes, you should start running? Those 3 components combined with the right frequency to match your effort will help you accomplish the goal. Now, here's the magic. The margin you are today to the goal. The margin you are today to the goal. If you're building a house, there's a big difference in building a house on a wooded 5-acre parcel where the dirt needs to be moved, the trees need to be knocked down, it needs to be bulldozed, you need to haul away the dirt, and actually prepare it just to start digging for the basement. Then if you're going into a neighborhood or subdivision where it's already been cleared, you already actually have all the posts in the ground and the basements are ready to go, you just need to start building, right? Well, it's the same thing in goals. What is your margin to the goal? If you aren't gaining clarity about how far you are from where you desire to be, you're never going to have the right frequency and effort put into place to get to the goal in a timely manner. And that's why people miss deadlines. That's why expectations aren't always met. they weren't upfront and really clear on the margin they were from today to where they desire to be. Give you one final example on that. Let's say you want to save $10,000. Is that in a month? 6 months? A year? 5 years? Depending on when you want to save that 10 grand and how much money you already have saved, 2 grand versus $0, is going to dictate the frequency and effort that you put in place to get to the $10,000. These 3 components will help you hit your goals and help your organization go to the level at the desired rate that you know it can. Frequency, effort, and the margin you are to the goal. If you found value in today's content, please be sure to subscribe so you never miss a lesson to be the leader that you deserve to be. Until next time, lead on.